Mojito MonDave. Now this one will be fun. Got a little bit of a switch up. Let's see. So we went to a wide angle lens on the Sony camera, and today we got a couple of techies. We had David last week, and then today we got CurtisKnows, as you can see up here, right there. We'll explain what that's all about in today's episode. But for today's Mojito, we got a raspberry, and according to David, too much mint, and
definitely minty.
Damn.
See, I told you, only 2 fucking leaves. That's all it needs.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right. I think it's so good. Next one, I'm going to add 2 leaves.
This is supposed to be all grainy and shit?
You're getting like tea leaves stuck in your teeth as you're drinking.
No, that could be just a connection from, it's from there to there. It'll be fine online. And actually, we could watch it right here and see that it's not. Is it up live yet?
Mm-hmm. It's not shareable. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, yeah, see, it's not grainy. We good. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something that a lot of... All right, let's get into it. TikTok.
We're going right into this.
Wait, can you go back to the view where I can see ourselves, or what
Yeah.
is this? Let's go. Okay, here.
And basically, it's fake. It's not real. A lot of people think that they're famous on there, and they've literally are known for what did they call it?
I don't know.
Fake something, fake virility. And basically, what that means is, are you okay?
Dude, my hat looks so fucking weird. Okay. I'm like trying to adjust it, and it's going the opposite way. Okay, I think I'm cool now.
Hat's good, Mojito. Not, it's okay.
Okay. I was like, I look so stupid.
You know what? There actually is a way that we could flip this, but I think I already did. I don't remember. I'm not gonna do anything else.
I fixed my hat.
It doesn't matter. So TikTok, do you guys have a TikTok?
No.
I do have a TikTok, but I got it when it was called Live Me or something, and my friend's daughters installed it, and they're like, oh, that way we could keep in touch. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably never going to use it because it looks stupid. But, it's, in a nutshell, what it is it's a spyware software for China. 100%. It's already banned in 7 countries, and I don't know how the hell we haven't banned it yet.
I think that we're leaning towards that direction. Recently, I know that a lot of articles have come out where they're looking to get TikTok banned here in the States, and really I don't even know how it blew up so fast over here and where it's getting its viewership from and why these numbers are inflated, like you said.
It's the only explanation. It's and they've actually found the bots, like the Chinese bots that make people feel, I guess, famous. But they basically said they took the idea of 15 minutes of fame and turned it into 15 seconds of fame. I don't know what that means. But that's kind of what they said. They're like, with TikTok, you get 15 seconds of fame. And so I'm guessing... Oh, thank you. Hey, quiet. And basically, I know what that is. I'm excited for that. But what I was going to say... Rosie doesn't like delivery drivers or delivery people at all. And it's because the police came here looking for 2 girls.
Oh, okay.
Had the wrong address. And, yeah, poor girl was just sitting there getting pounded on by the cops. I guess they were banging on the door for like 15 minutes until a neighbor finally said, who are you guys looking for? Yeah. Nuts. And the craziest part is, we own this building, and there's never been 2 females that lived here. Ever. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, completely insane.
Sausage fest.
No, there's a family in here before, and I guess they fucked up the place, so they redid it a little bit.
Some chair makes me look fat.
Well, that's what they're meant to do. It's called a motivational shirt. It motivates you to lose weight.
I said the chair.
Oh.
The way it leans back makes me look like I have this huge gut. I'm not fat for the record.
So Curtis, tell us about what you do.
So I'm just local tech guy here in Vegas. No. So I'm a solutions engineer for a tech company. Probably I would say the biggest tech company here, and definitely in Vegas. Doing outsourced IT, security solutions, and really working just as a real virtual corporate information technology officer for companies that are looking to fill their technology gaps and just looking to help them out. Really, anything in an office, we've been able to, build from the ground up or outsourcing cloud solutions. I mean, it's really blown up really over the past year, 2 years.
Yeah, I could see that. I've gone cloud for everything. Everything.
Yeah,
I feel safer.
It's weird. So some of the business owners that I meet with, whether they're plus 50, above 30, some of them they want their hardware, they want their on-prem servers, they want everything on site. Some are like more go to the cloud. I don't want anything here, just everything cloud, everything accessible. Some want on-prem environment and plus cloud virtual environment as well. So it just really depends on the business owner, and I'm not favoring either one either way. They both have their pros and cons, but I'll present both of them to each company that I choose, unless they're like specifically tell me, hey, this is what we want. Unless there's a significant cost savings to their bottom line, then I'll present that as well.
Oh, I could see the disadvantages to both and the advantages to both.
Right.
I mean, one takes up space and costs money, takes maintenance, updates, somebody to update it here and there. The disbenefit is like, what if the building catches on fire?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you really are.
I mean, they still back up offsite though.
Yeah.
Not if you don't have a cloud.
You'd be surprised.
You don't have to have a cloud to back it up offsite, but
So my California clients, they're definitely farther ahead technology-wise from Las Vegas, and I've been, really my goal was, this year was it's my backyard. I love Vegas. This is really where I wanted to grow, but now it's becoming more educational when I'm meeting with these companies more than just expecting them to know what we do or how to talk about it. Now it's more just educational, the benefits of a proactive, support system or solution that's constantly monitoring your environment, knowing before you go down. Where like most companies here, they're used to their friend or cousin, that's like they're calling from Craigslist or whatever, come over, fix my stuff, and they don't have any backup solution or antivirus. And really just over the past 3 months since COVID hit, so many people have gone to us to move them remotely. I think we moved something over like 500 employees to work remotely, implementing the solution so they can work remotely, moving from on-prem to cloud solutions. So it's really gone that direction big time over the past 3-4 months. And with companies laying off marketing, laying off their IT staff, and seeing the cost benefits and the added value of the solutions for outsourcing, it's really going that route. And seriously, the goal was to get 20 in Vegas, but I think, as you guys know, we've been hit the hardest here more than any other city, really.
Oh yeah.
From the COVID. So.
And what do you think? Do you think people are going to be going more towards the cloud after all this? I mean, I would say so.
So that's a good question. I think it's gonna be 50-50. So my clients, my business owners, I know they've invested and bought $1 million properties out in LA. They had everything ready to go. They paused that. They stopped growing. Another company, they spent millions of dollars building offices, San Diego, Las Vegas, and now they're kind of like a hybrid environment. Half people are working from home, half people are working remote. So it just depends on like the owner, and I think business owners, they're starting to see both benefits of both. Before, they would be the old school way of, if I don't see you in my office right now, then you're not working, you're not doing anything. But now that there's stuff in there tracking, the data, saying how many calls are being done today, or how many the stats really for the whole company are more easily available for them, so they can see, okay, we're going to give you the option to work from home, but you're being more held accountable for that, right?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I remember when they first came out. I used to work at Radio Shack, and they came out with what was it, the geofencing technology? Okay. Oh man, people were pissed off. They're like, how do I turn this off? Because they were employees trying to go stop at a casino real quick or something.
Uh-huh.
And then be like, hey, that's not on your route. I don't know what you're doing there. And so now, they have these company phones that have the geo-tracking. It was by Nextel.
Yep.
And that really changed. That's the first time I saw technology actually change the workforce. And it was for the better, for sure.
Yeah, it holds people more accountable and
Yep.
more honest. And this company I used to work for in San Diego, this one guy would always get caught, checking in where he was at, but You know, one time the manager at the time, he met up with his first call in the morning, met up with them, and next thing you know, like he's just went there for an hour. He comes back up in a wetsuit, just got done surfing for an hour when he was supposed to be at his first call, you know, at 8 in the morning. So there's pros and cons to each.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, but is that a pro?
What?
Is that a pro, micromanaging your employees?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, for me, I think micromanaging the task is okay as long as it gets done on time. But if you're getting paid hourly, I think...
Why micromanage the task at all? If you're my employee, or say I'm your employee, right?
Yeah.
And you have no clue what I'm doing during the day, but my results are there, you see the work that I'm doing, and I get my shit done. Do you give a fuck what I do in those 8 hours?
No, but
Definitely
if you're consistently late on projects, and I had to...
Okay, so what if I'm never late? What if I get all my work done before time? I do above and beyond, but you catch me surfing for 4 hours of the 8 hours. Would you really care?
I would teach you how to fake it, because here's the reality,
Why
right?
would I need to fake it?
Because we're in the U.S.
The question.
I am. We are in the
If you
U.S.
caught me surfing for 4 hours a day, but I still had the same results that you expected, and I went above and beyond those, would you give a fuck if I surfed for 4 hours?
If I caught you, no. If one of my employees that was your coworker caught you, yes.
Yeah,
Okay, why? Then I'd tell that coworker, well, how about, are you doing the same numbers? Are you doing the same results?
Now,
as
if
him?
you did that, I wouldn't give a fuck. If you held your other coworkers accountable, then thank you for doing your job. Do you want a promotion?
I mean, I'm not going to hold them accountable, but as the manager,
Well, then, yeah, I would
hold
be
them
mad.
accountable, right?
Not if I found you, I'd be like, hey man, keep up the good work. Enjoy yourself. Don't get caught by the other coworkers. Because I'm not gonna have your back if somebody one of them catches your back.
Fine, you do your thing, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I'll have your back so far, but the second that you get my nuts in a vice, nope, you're getting micromanaged too,
at this
motherfucker.
point in time, you know, the customer called and complained, "Hey, your guy's supposed to be here at 8 a.m. Where the fuck is he?" Kind of thing, you know.
Right. I mean,
Oh, that's true.
If it's
Then
an
you're screwing
actual
up,
on-site
dude.
thing, yeah, of
You're
course.
screwing
Yeah, if it's
up.
hourly, then I could see micromanaging. Just not even micromanage, just task management. Because the thing is like if you have like due dates, those are very important because being on time is always the most important thing for a business. It really is. Because when you're late for anything, it can backtrack to the accountant, everything. So
I mean,
it's just,
sure, customer-facing ones where you have to go to an appointment and everything, sure.
But also, like, most of this is being used for construction, and a lot of times you're bidding by the hour.
Yeah.
And so at that point, yeah, I would want to track all the GCs, be like, hey, I want you to have this, in place, so I know that I'm not spending money on people sitting on their ass. Because I know how union workers are from being an electrician in the past.
But if you're seeing the data that's coming in and you're starting to see, okay, half of your workforce you sent to work from home, and then you start to see, oh, they're not doing the amount of calls every day. They're not doing
exactly.
Stuff, then how do you interact to that?
Yeah, that's a great example. That's when you absolutely need it.
I mean, sure, but then that probably happens one-off. But actually, since coronavirus, there's been articles and there's been numbers shown that employees' like effectiveness and their actual work production has increased. But they didn't start micromanaging anymore.
Yeah, you're
just
probably
because
right.
you have stuff like Asana where people, your boss will put your tasks on Asana. They're still completing those at the same time. I mean, obviously, they may not be using Asana.
Shit, give me a song in the office and I'll be there every fucking day. That's all I need.
No, but I do agree with that. Like, I've been working from home the past 2 weeks, and like it's so hard like to walk by the computer or not check your email or not see if anyone's emailed you or seeing what you need to stay up to date on. Is anything your client needs something? So I can definitely see where, or you're in your house all the time. You're just a fridge away. Oh, I can get coffee. I'm back to work. Oh, I make a quick lunch. Oh, I'm back to work. It's not really you have another place to go where you can just relax or get away. Like when you're in the office, you probably have a normal hour lunch break. You get to go, if your office is lucky enough to have like a ping pong table or bean bags or cornhole, you can have fun, go walk around downtown Las Vegas. So like that I do see. You can go away for an hour.
Right.
But when you're at home, you're just constantly thinking in the back of your mind about work and your computer being there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's how I am. Dude, hold on.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm on Mojito MonDave. Let me text you.
Really?
Oh, Adam says you're gay.
Okay, thanks.
He literally called just to say you're gay.
That's cool.
Well, Adam, thanks.
Thanks, dirtbag.
Yeah, way to wear a shirt too. He made that shirt.
Yeah,
I like the shirt. I do.
I should take it off, but it would show
No, it's good.
it would show my father figure.
Dad bods are in now, though. That's the thing.
It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure, which most of these girls need. Yeah, so you can start calling me daddy.
Oh, cheers to that.
My God. That's hilarious.
Wow, that worked out so good. That was good. You hear that, ladies? Y'all need a father figure. Look no further.
I'm your daddy now.
Oh.
So I really was generally intrigued when you brought it up the other night when you started bringing up TikTok and all. I knew there was like some China backing behind it, but I didn't know that those numbers were actually generally being inflated until recently. I saw a girl post on her Instagram like screenshot like she got 10,000 views on one video when she only had like 100 followers maybe on Instagram. She's like, I guess I'm famous now. Now she's like constantly posting on TikTok. But can you elaborate more on how those numbers are being,
Yeah, well, actually, they did this. So they have X amount of, hours available, right? And then you have video hours published on TikTok. And just a simple math shows there's no way that you could have viewed all these videos and there's enough viewers on that platform to even, And then if you look at people's actual comments and stuff, they're always like very generic.
Right.
And they're always international and they're always kids. You know why they're kids? They don't have to have a real profile if they're kids.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have that 13 and over thing, that big old loophole. And for a Chinese company to like exploit that, I mean, it's insane. And I know that a lot of kids use it and a lot of kids think that they're famous because they're looking at people based on their views. So if you notice, it said that Instagram was going to take the likes or something off of the US, and that hasn't happened.
No, that's not true. They have on select accounts. Depends. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Oh, my account still has
on the
them.
big accounts like influencers and stuff, they've taken off the number of likes. Now, if you have analyzer software like Ngrammar's it's free. Ngrammer profile, Instagram profile analyzer. You can go through and you'll see their most, no matter who it is, you'll see their most commented, their most liked, and it'll show you the number of likes. But on some Instagram accounts, and it depends because if you only get 30 likes on your picture, nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
So they're not gonna do that for you because they don't want to hurt your poor little feelings. Okay. But even though the user can see how many people liked it, but others cannot see it. So like if you go to influencers, sometimes you'll go to like one of their pictures, you won't be able to see how many people liked it, especially on videos.
That's stupid.
When did this whole thing start where it gave these people such a heightened sense of popularity or whatever? When it's just like TikTok, people have blown up and now they're gonna take it away from them. Now imagine if it happened to Instagram, Twitter. I mean, when did this whole thing really start? This whole.
All right, so I have a theory, and it's because I didn't grow up watching TV like most kids. I never found it amusing, and especially the kid shows. Those kid shows, they're super fucking bubbly, especially our generation, not our age, but maybe the Logan Paul age, whatever the age that is. I think they're a little bit younger than us, sadly. But, they really took off with those little kids because they had the exact same personality as, let's say, Steve from Blue's Clues. Right. And I can't fucking stand that shit. But, the reality is that works.
Right.
It still works. And, those people, literally just, I don't know, it just kills me. But basically what they do is they go after a younger audience that has a lot more time and that genuinely wants to look up to a cool adult. And for imagine being a kid, going to your family function and then trying to talk to your older cousins. They're gonna be like, "All right, that's enough, kid." You know what I mean? Yeah. These older cats on YouTube, they don't do that because they don't have to actually deal with these little fuckers in real life. So what they're doing is they're like, hey, like and subscribe. I'm going to give this away. Who wants to see me open this toy? Oh, me, because I can't afford it.
All these unboxing videos.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane.
Open $100,000 Jordans and stuff.
Exactly. And a lot of, most of everything that's online that's any of that shit, I don't use Facebook that much for that reason. I post a lot of things. I mean, this video, most people are on Facebook, but the reality is people just put their hearts out on Facebook. They put everything. I just broke up with my girlfriend. She's a cheater, blah, 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 blah. it's a, you know, like they have a saying, like Google knows all your secrets and Facebook knows all your feelings.
Right.
And that's because, you know, you think you're anonymous on Google, but you're not. But people don't go to Facebook and say, hey, I just got herpes. How do I fix it? You go to Google for that.
So circling back to the TikTok thing, we talked, you know, how people think everything was like getting inflated and everything. When do they start noticing the details of like what they were being tracked? Like, is it worse than Facebook? Is that what's being sold, or
all right,
or what?
It's time. It's time.
All right.
Oh fuck.
Because I'm sure you have something bookmarked. That
What was the question again?
Like, what exactly are they tracking versus like Facebook versus TikTok? Like, what is making them get banned here, kind of thing, right?
What is who tracking what?
Like, what, you know, your personal data, like, what is TikTok taking away from you that they're being kicked out of the U.S. for?
Well, first off, I think we need to backtrack because I think
it's kind of a broad question.
Maybe both of your guys' information is wrong.
Okay. Well,
Probably is.
Yeah, probably.
But TikTok is now no longer on the verge of getting kicked out of America.
Why?
Yeah.
So what they did is they went and bought, let's see, they bought like 500 fucking.
Daddy Trump, this is today.
Hold on. They went out and bought $500 million worth of Google servers, right? TikTok, based in fucking California or whatever, wherever those fucking Google servers are. And so that's where they put all their stuff. They're basically hosted on Google now.
Okay.
So now for the U.S. government to go in and say, hey, we're going to seize your shit, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to see if you should get banned or not, guess who they have to go through? Google. And they're not going to fucking do that.
Well, let's read what this article says.
Google has been proven time and time again to resist, just like Apple, to resist the government. And they're not just going to give away their shit. So that's a huge, it's a huge roadblock into. I mean, they could just straight up ban it, but what are they going to ban it with? Just no information?
No, just not allowed to be downloaded in the App Store anymore. So the next time you download Android, the fucking app will disappear because it won't be supported by the new version. It's phased out, just like all my relationships.
Yeah, there's nothing valuable in this stupid article, dude.
Yeah, I just saw that.
It's clickbaity.
He always makes articles like that.
So
no, I don't.
Really
our last video, that fucking thing was garbage.
What thing?
The fucking PDF from Applied Analytics. That whole thing was garbage.
Oh no, of course. We were making fun of it. But I'm saying that's what the economists use. They use that fucking data. That's what they come up with, and they put on display when they go.
Any economist who uses anything from Applied Analytics probably has a degree from community college in economics.
Yeah, maybe, but this is the tourist board. This is the tourist for Vegas.
He tries to go on fucking interviews. He's like, God, do you see this report I made? And it's like a copy of Applied Analytics. It's like, no, it's retarded, but I made it.
Yeah, but Applied Analytics, in my opinion, it is accurate. I mean, it's real data, but the way that they have like their what's that called? Like their data science? Their data science is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm like, wait, why does that matter? But it's because the whole thing is they want to make Vegas investable. So that whole presentation that we saw was basically on speculations of the year 2020. I'm like, how much of this is going to be wrong? So that was the purpose of that shit. I don't fucking endorse them by any means, but, it was just pretty fucking far off. I'm not going to look at TikTok banned. Maybe I should look for something that doesn't sound so fucking clickbaity.
Like tracking? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, app permissions. That's what it is.
That's what we need.
That's what we need. Thank you, yeah. So basically, I do know that their app permissions are, like, they ask for 39 times more than oh, geez, I don't want to read that. Don't want to, oh, my God.
Look at that. It's right there.
The Forbes?
This was back in January, though. It's still...
This one's,
Yeah, is that newer?
Yeah. I've turned off my ad blocker.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
They're not going to let you.
Why aren't you using Operas?
Forbes and like the Guardian are to the two
I don't use Opera
stuff, dude. I can't stand these pop-ups.
Yeah, no, that's why you should use Opera.
Well, no, I actually have like fucking like 7 devices that I sync with, so I use this.
Opera does that too.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Guess he doesn't want to live in the fast
No. It's because all my extensions are not on Opera. Like KV Core, I have to use this for work, and it's like I can't use that on Opera.
Yes, you can. It's
No, you
literally
can't.
made off Chromium.
Oh, it is?
It's based off Chromium. You have an app extension within Opera that lets you download any
Extension?
Google Chrome extension.
The new Edge browser is based off Chromium also. That's what
Chrome is like so slow, it's outdated.
The new Edge is based off of Chrome?
Try out.
Yeah, it's Chromium. It's based off of Chromium
Yeah,
too.
you still don't want Edge though. Because Microsoft just
Yeah.
bloats it with all their software and junk. Like, oh god, Microsoft is.
So look, it can access. So whenever you guys copy something on your iPhones,
Yeah, it has access to the clipboard.
So your clipboard or your notes, just say. I think it's just your clipboard on your OS devices that this app could see everything that you've copied. Obviously, people probably copy their credit card info, passwords all the damn time.
But that's not that bad. The reason why
That's
not
pretty
that
bad.
Email addresses.
That's
pretty bad,
that's
dude.
every password I've ever copied has been on my clipboard.
It's
Hey,
like, oh, I
listen.
forgot my password in Google. Let me just see what it is.
Okay, listen. The reason why that's not that bad is because half the apps on your phone right now do the same exact thing.
But they don't. They haven't yet. Not once.
Oh,
Name one. Find
LinkedIn
one.
got hit with a whole huge lawsuit.
LinkedIn's owned by Microsoft, and I don't fuck with Microsoft.
I don't give a fuck who they're owned by. LinkedIn got hit with a huge lawsuit recently because they were data mining everything you had on your clipboard.
Ooh. I see you, Microsoft.
But nobody gave a shit about that.
I'll be honest, I don't use LinkedIn
you
either.
didn't see everybody trying to go delete LinkedIn off their phone.
That's true. But also, people.
OS 14 is snitching on it with the new base application. That's fucking great. It's triggered. That's crazy. So wait, we need to look at the app permissions though.
The actual permissions?
Yeah, I bet it's gonna ask for your geolocation, access to your contacts.
I mean,
Oh, we could turn this into.
When's
I
last
don't
time?
care.
When's last time you downloaded an app and then when it asks for permissions, you actually read through all that bullshit?
I downloaded an app that helps you edit Instagram videos, and it wanted to know like my location, access to my contacts. So and I was like, nope. So you can actually choose in there what you want to like.
Oh
what'd you
my!
see?
It's the fucking longest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is more than buying a house, just for the
If
record.
we're gonna read all that, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, we're not gonna read any of this. Okay, so I've sold a lot of houses, and I can tell you I've never seen that much fucking text in my life. Oh my god. Okay, so privacy policy for younger users. That just has an eerie sound to it.
Where does it say that?
This right here. Oh, of course they have a whole fucking thing. Oh my god.
What do we collect? Go up.
Oh, this one we can read.
I
This
bet
one.
it's different from like people that are older than 18 and younger than 18. It has to be.
Yeah. So this is under 13. They can take people from under 13.
Didn't you say that they don't even need to have usernames if they're under a certain age or like an account? Or they do?
Yeah, it says experience for younger users designed especially for users under the age of 18 resided in the United States. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but at Google, when I was there, I knew that if somebody called in and they weren't 13, I had to basically flag their account for deletion. So how the fuck can they have a user under 13? They have to download the app from the App Store.
Because it's a Chinese company. How is that a question?
But look, it says in the U.S. This is just for the U.S. You know, it says for children, users under 13 residing in the United States. Right there. I'm like, holy shit. So, yeah, I don't understand because I don't know how Apple's policy is, but Google's for sure to download any app is 13 or over.
Maybe there's some
Or to
sort of
create an
loophole
account.
with it being a Chinese-owned company, maybe.
That
Like
just.
you were talking about.
What do you mean? How can they allow it? It's just a privacy policy for young users. What do you mean allow it?
Yeah, how do they allow it? How do they allow you to create an account under 13?
Wait, go down to what it says. What information we collect from younger users? Just network
Yep.
activity, device IP, ID, so MAC address and your IP address, So they
username,
know
password,
your location.
and birthday.
Videos watched, time in the app, general usage data. They're like,
Yeah.
why should they know where like a 13-year-old is, dude?
And you know, the thing that caught me off guard is one of the things that was the most interesting to me was the company that preceded this one. It used to be called LiveMe.
Okay.
And my ex actually had a contract with them, and that's where I started fucking thinking like something's not right.
Right.
Because how are they paying these little mini influencers money to use this platform? And then I went to go to Crunchbase to see like who funded them, and it was all data mining companies and big data companies. So what that told me,
TikTok?
before it was TikTok, yeah, it was LiveMe at the time.
Are you gonna make some more drinks or like what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 mint leaves, but
Actually, I would prefer none in mine this time, if I could.
Is it even considered a mojito if there's no leaves?
No, because there's plenty enough left over. I mean, if I could just have none in mine, that'd be great.
none it is.
I would appreciate it.
So yeah,
Do you need my cup?
No, not yet. Not yet, sir. Not yet, sir. I'm not ready for you yet. Actually, I'm gonna need another.
So at this point, I think it's safe to say that TikTok's not going anywhere.
I think it will. I think it will. I think it's so bad it has to.
How I don't know. I don't
Have you seen what Karens have been doing about not wearing masks? I think
What does that have to do with it?
all we gotta do is get a few of those bitches on board, and they'll fucking start fucking bitching about TikTok enough to make it go away. Like seriously, be like, hey, stop being pissed off about the mask, and be pissed off at everybody leaking your shit and making it go viral. Yeah, how'd I lose my job? It was TikTok. TikTok made it happen. You lost your job not because you're racist, because of TikTok. We'll fix that racist shit later. No, kidding. But honestly,
What are you gonna do when like you start seeing like 50-year-olds and stuff download and like watching this stuff?
That's the other thing. Is like the user base is so young that it's impossible to have that many users on there. I mean, I don't have it. I do know who does have it. Girls do. Like a whole bunch of girls now because they
The user base isn't all young people.
What?
I mean, the user base isn't all young people.
It mostly is.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It's pretty true.
Are you just saying that from
Got a keyboard right there.
personal experience or? Yeah,
friends
you know what?
experience, yeah.
I'm running this bitch now, motherfucker.
You're like, David's retiring and David's taking over the show. David's making drinks now.
That was always the intention of the show. Have 2 people talk while I just fucking get drunk. But it's always after 5 because, you know, professional.
41% are age 16 and 24. But they probably, you don't think they can keep track of probably how many people are under the age of 16?
30% of the app's global downloads was India, which now banned it. So how
India
the fuck
did
is
ban
that?
it?
Yeah, they're at war with China.
Okay.
They hate each other right now.
He just.
Earphones, be careful, be warned.
So are you just gonna gloss over the fact that of the data that I told you is wrong? I mean that proved you wrong.
Where?
That means 59% of the users of TikTok are between the ages of 25 and 65.
Yeah, that's not that many.
59%?
Yeah.
It's the majority.
Dude, I have.
No. Was that one line?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what?
59%. That's the majority of it.
You don't think, okay, how many of us lied on going on websites when we were younger saying that we were like 18 or 21 or whatever it was? How many, all 3 of us probably did it, right? So, you're a liar.
Well, I have a TikTok account, but I've never used it. So I mean,
All I had was MySpace. You didn't have the live at your age.
I have that. So I'm one of those 59%, but I don't use it. So that I know that
Or
I am
like
a
buying
user.
games on Steam, right? Like, are you
Yeah.
over the age of 18? Sure I am.
Never had to do that either, to be honest.
What?
No, I guess I lived a very sheltered life.
Yeah, so did I. So did I. Oh shit, that's gonna be.
Don't
worry.
okay.
I know what I'm doing.
You're a professional?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm taking part of this, and because he still doesn't have any soda. Oh.
For those that can't see, David's currently making some mojitos. Over
Minus
here.
the mint for choosy ass over here. Actually, you're probably right. Probably too much mint, but I guess I just got so in love with the mint that.
I mean, I know I am, but it's okay.
You should start growing your own mint leaves here.
I have.
I'm not surprised.
They're not ready yet. They're not ready. There you go. You get a fresh cut.
Oh, goody.
Here you go.
Wow, there's no
You need
leaves
to
there.
reload?
That's nice.
Yeah,
All right, this one doesn't have any mint on there, so if you want it, I'll just add it on there.
yeah. Just throw it in there. I got plenty of mint to make up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And then there you go. We'll mix it up.
Wait, is that like no alcohol in there?
No, there's alcohol.
Okay,
Not much, but they'll just make it a little bit stronger and less minty version of what you just had.
okay.
Now, time for my minty version. Holy shit. Okay, so
You're gonna crush up
this many.
so much.
I didn't think that was that much, actually. But, hey, it's that counts. So, you can probably barely hear me, but I don't know, like for me, for example, I did download the app while it was still live me, and then I was like, oh, I was gonna delete it because I heard bad things about it, and I couldn't find it. Turns out I turned into this TikTok thing, and you know what's crazy? What was really, really smart about them, and Facebook didn't do it, Instagram didn't do it, nobody did it, was at the end of every video, it's your username and that little TikTok symbol,
Yeah,
and it like fucking makes it. I don't know. I hate it. There's nothing about it.
it's like an ad.
Yeah, the whole
It's
thing
almost
looks
like an ad, right?
Oh, you nailed it. That's why I hate it. That's
you can block that.
Yeah, and you know, like on Reddit, we tried really, really hard as a Reddit community to try to keep people from sharing TikTok videos, but it's taken over. Half the videos on there that are being shared are from TikTok.
Yeah, I think TikTok's here to stay, and we're just gonna have to get used to it, and people are just gonna download it or repost their videos on Instagram, and that's just what we're gonna see. But you know, enjoy those inflated numbers. Enjoy that heightened sense of feeling like you're somebody, and good luck with it.
Yeah, and you know, it sucks that we become that way as a society because it really is. Like, you get measured by how many people like your shit. I mean, I like every day people walk up to me and like say, hey, look at this. What is that? That's look at this video, and it's like, why are you showing it to me on there? Why can't you look it up on YouTube or something?
Right.
Because then they had those like ugly ass gay fucking banners with the fucking emojis. Oh, I can't stand what we become. It's like we're becoming dumber and dumber, day after day.
I mean, we're just so used to, you know, at first, I got my first cell phone was probably like freshman or sophomore year in high school, and it was my birthday gift, and I like hated my parents for it. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Nobody has this thing. And then we found out what text messaging was. I think back then, dude, it was like what, 10 to 25 cents per sent and received text message that we sent. And then after that, they got $1,000 bill from all the texting that I did. And now we're just so used to having it, you know, looking up, you know, Google, GPSing. We don't have to use like maps anymore to find out where anything is. Everything's so easily accessible to us. And now these people on social media have this heightened sense of, what's the word, David? Sorry. Earphone warning.
Mojito.
Oh, no.
Mojito time. So, all right, first smartphone. Curtis, what was your first smartphone? Do you remember?
Motorola Droid, the first Droid phone.
Oh, with T-Mobile? Or no, Verizon.
Verizon, yeah. Motorola Droid, first one. Been on
You
the
remember
Droid train
your first
ever
smartphone?
since.
It was the Motorola one where you just had to pull out the fucking antenna.
What was the one they came out with? It was before the iPhone that had iTunes on it. It was like a Motorola phone, but it still had iTunes on it. I can't remember, but it was like their first like phone that they did that with. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but yeah, Android or Droid was the first one.
My first one was My Touch 3G Slide. When was the last time you heard this?
Oh my God, who came up with that?
My Touch and T-Mobile together, and Google.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 companies came together. It was the very first Android. Well, the My Touch was. The My Touch was the very first Android ever built, and mine was like probably like the 6th or 7th version.
Dude, like before all that, remember everybody wanted that T-Mobile, T-Mobile Sidekick. They like flip that bad boy up, start typing away on it, start playing games. It was like the first like phone that you could have multimedia access all right there on a phone. You could, and there was no DMing. You just texted your chick or texted your girl that you just met that day, like, come over, what's up? You just flip that thing up. You know, that was like the move back then.
That's trippy. You could barely see the dog. You can only see, like, I didn't see her there until I saw her here.
Blending in with your shirt.
She's finally clean.
Yeah, she's super clean.
Calm down.
Yeah, can you believe somebody actually came to the house in like a little van and cleaned her right outside in the parking lot?
I can.
Yeah, it was cheaper than taking her to the groomer too. And you did a much better job. So she's already booked for next month. So monthly cleanings for this dog. Oh, so announcement time. I'm getting laid off again. So how's that for the Vegas economy? And I told both of you guys, I was like, I'm not really working. There's not really anything to do. And, you know, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it gives you more time for more Mojito MonDaves. But, you know, I decided that I'm gonna start selling houses again as of today. But
so why are you gonna start working? Not that you have the time. Is it worth investing or building out your platform for Speedy Deeds since you were spending so much time with that?
yeah, actually, I don't even think I've showed you what I've worked on so far.
Yeah. So we gotta catch up on it and see how far that's progressed.
Why don't I just show you real quick? So I'm hosting it on 3
So
different...
wait, people aren't gonna know this. So what exactly is Speedy Deeds, dude?
Oh, okay. Let me just go to the main page. That way I could talk about it. Oh, perfect. It's even like structured right. All right, I'm gonna actually work on this. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm excited now just seeing it. Where the fuck is? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
David, what is Speedy Deeds?
I'm trying. Okay, so Speedy Deeds is like a better way to do real estate.
What makes it better?
No realtors. So here's the reason why. You know, there's nothing wrong with realtors, all of them per se, but the problem is just it's such a, there's no SOPs or standard operation practices. There's things that you can do, but the entry level to get a real estate license is none. You just have to pass an exam.
Okay.
And honestly, it's pretty easy. So you don't need a high school diploma, you don't need GED, you don't need any of that. Now, I'm not saying that people that sell houses that are good at it are bad at this, but the thing that I don't understand is the reason that you needed it is because of lack of internet before. Like you had to actually go into an MLS office that had this book that would get faxes every day. You'd print out the new inventory, and then you had to do a lot of phone. There's a lot of labor involved, but it's all since then been automated.
Okay.
100%.
But don't if I'm somebody buying a home and somebody else is selling their home, how do I want like all these people that can just download this app or get easy access into my house without me being there, without there being locked key scene, who's last in, who's last out, all that?
Exactly. So you would know that with this platform because you're in direct communication with the buyer. So with the agent, there's kind of like a little bit of protection. It's kind of like, don't talk to me, talk to my attorney. So they're trying to replicate that process into the real estate transaction, which has never really made sense to me because how many times have you hired an agent to go buy a car?
0.
Exactly. And so I spend more time, I just got a car actually, and I spent more time in there than it would take me to sell a house.
Okay.
Like I can get through that paperwork real fast. As a matter of fact, that situation that you contact me about, you saw how that went, but that's a situation where having an agent would help because, you know, that kind of shady shit wouldn't happen. But for the most part, you just have to hire an escrow officer, open up escrow, and they have the insurance on the title. And as long as it's insured, you're good. I don't really know the purpose on what I would do as an agent. Now, the current market, it's going to be very agent friendly because it's a fucking mess. And so something that Speedy Deeds can't, plan for is how to pick up messes. Okay. It can't. I don't think any software can. I mean, Will has a listing right now that was a fucking headache and a half. And like, let's say somebody wanted to, it would be pointless to use something like this. I mean, this is going to be free. So you could sell a house for free on here basically. And, I'll monetize it later because it's just something that needs to be done because here's the problem. So the real problem is this. If you sign up with an agent to sell your house, it's a faith-driven system. And I don't have faith in faith.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like direct results. I like real data.
Yeah.
So like the whole reason I came up with Speedy Deeds is a 3Ds in there. So it stands for data driven decisions. So everything is just like, hey, if something's not working, fix it. Don't get emotionally attached to something, just do it. So the whole idea is this. Let's say you're selling a house and he's buying it. In order for you to just get a straight answer to him, it's you got to contact your agent who's got to contact his agent.
Right.
And just like that, you're just fucking adding more time to the whole thing. Why don't you just give him a call and say like, hey, bro, why can't we work some shit out?
Right.
We'll get it all legal. Like, what do you want to pay? It's really fucking easy. Now, the thing that okay, so there's a lot of other issues.
If I'm selling my 10,000 square foot house, I want somebody to come by, stage it, take pictures for me, probably do a drone, show all the advantages of it.
Yeah.
I want somebody that knows what kind of table that I'm selling as a part of this house. I want them to know what kind of art that's going to come along with this house. So how can that be monetized? And
that would be my monetization model right there, because what I would do is have approved vendors that know how to use this and can actually have direct API access to this. So in that way they can put on their shit and it just goes right in. So the only way to do that is to pay for one of those features, and then I would subcontract it out. So this could be like a GC company that takes all the fucking things that a realtor would do and just allows a seller to do it. So what it does is it does filter out the buyers. So the only way for the buyer to see the address, which I guess the best way to do is to actually show you what it's gonna kind of look like. And this is just a complete prototype, but like let's say we go to here and then I think this is the one. Okay, so yeah, this is built on Mapbox. So what it's going to be, and this is kind of like the main IP of the whole thing, is it's not going to do one thing and one thing only. It's not going to give you an address. The one thing you want.
Right.
The only way to get the address is for you to sign up and qualify to buy that house. Okay. Because otherwise, I'm not going to put the seller's information at risk, because you could go to their house and rob them.
Right.
Or something. Rape them. I don't know what you want to do.
Kind of like Zillow does.
Exactly. So this will be kind of like, all right, do this.
What is the other one?
And
Open
then,
Door?
Yeah.
What is the other one? Do they do that too, kind of like Zillow? You can just go and it's...
Well, I don't know if I told you this, but I built instant offers for Zillow.
Okay.
That's kind of where the premise of this goes, because I wanted to get an idea validated that people would be okay selling a house without an agent. Matter of fact, I was getting 320 plus buyer or seller leads a month.
Okay.
It was fucking insane. It was the most amount of leads that I have ever generated, and they completely cut me off. So my old response is be like, all right, well, you guys are buying the houses, and the problem with that is they're not being honest with them, because the whole idea is for them to just get offers before they sign with anybody.
Okay, true or false? Realtors say there's a bunch of activity on this house. You need to get you to buy a house quicker.
Mm-hmm. True, 100%. I never did that because I don't like lying, because then you have to fucking answer a lot more questions.
Okay.
For me, I just get straight to the point, and if they don't want to deal with that, then I probably don't want to do business with them, because they're gonna be a pain in the ass.
Okay.
And pain in the ass is never worth the money.
So,
never.
Is there a way for commercial real estate to be listed on here, saying, let's say I'm a business owner, I want to buy a business here in downtown, and I want to know what the tax benefits are, previous owners, square footage, when everything was done, the permits, all that stuff. Will that be easily accessible and pullable all through this?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, absolutely. Because I'm glad you brought that up. So all the Zillows and the Trulias and the Realtor.coms, Realtor.com is not anything to do with Realtor anymore. They sold it or something. Yeah. But anyway, so those sites all feed off of what's called the IDX, which is the Internet Data Exchange. Okay. And so they just get this, it propagates onto there, and they don't do anything. That's it. That's how it works. So this is going to be a little bit different because it's 100% user powered. So that's what makes it 100% different, is it's not tied to any of those programs. So it's going to be a standalone, hey, if you want to list your house, it's a for sale by owner with, free filters, if you may.
I think the main thing when listing this is first comes security. If I'm a seller and I want to sell my house or commercial property, like you said, they have to be qualified before they can even sign on, and so they know that they're legitimate. How are you able to manage that process or know that they are qualified?
Well, it's pretty easy. I mean, one, they can I have the forms all built out, so the buyer would upload their pre-approval paperwork. Otherwise, they could go in and, contact the seller directly and ask for the address.
Okay.
But they're going to have like an asterisk saying this buyer has not been verified. And then they have to accept like the conditions of saying, hey, we'll put you in contact with this person. It's on you from this point on. My attorney's helping me with that fucking verbiage and stuff. But
no, I think you've answered all the questions I think like a buyer or like a seller would have, right? Security first, knowing how they're going to display their home.
Yeah, and it teaches them how to do it. Like it'll say, take a picture of this for me, do it horizontal, upload it here, and then.
But you're gonna have like authorized like vendor lists or something that you can work with to do. If you're buying multi-million-dollar property, you're gonna want drones, different type of land, whatever.
Yeah, and then maybe I get enough users on here where I'm like, hey, if you want to be on the front page, this might cost money. I'm not worried about the money right now because a lot of these people are going to end up hiring agents anyways. And if I'm an agent, then it's just it could be a marketing product for me. I mean, who knows? But really, I mean, this is just something that I think needs to happen because the problem is if the rule of thumb for cash investors is just buy the house right now. Because if they think about it, they're gonna make a lot of money off there. That's how wholesale works. And so what I would do, it's kind of like putting an eBay factor to it and saying, hey, bid up.
So you can kind of see all the bids that are actually truly coming in. So there's no.
Yeah. There's no. It's 100% transparent. So you get what your house is really worth.
But I got like.
And you don't have to pay any fees for it.
I just got like serious question. Do you or anybody you know is looking to buy a house? Just kidding.
Let's see, let me check my beta list right now. Oh, nope, I don't.
So I'm a little bit nerd, so I'm gonna start. I want to get to the technical side of this. So what platform was this built on?
Right now this is just on WordPress.
Okay.
Not gonna stay on WordPress, obviously, but I just need to display the workflow.
Okay.
So I literally just put this together in a couple days, but the main one. Oh, the one that I just came from, actually. This one I don't know very well, but it's OpenStreetMap GSI, and this is Mapbox. Same thing that the bike app that I rent bikes from downtown is built on.
So are these a bunch of like open APIs that you made connectors for to be into that WordPress? I guess software.
This is hosted completely separate. So there's a buy.speederdeeds.com. So eventually what I'm going to do is what I'm testing out is this. So like I want to launch in Vegas and then second city be LA. And the reason I want LA is because I think it'll take off there because the average commission there is over $30,000.
Okay.
And so anybody that could save 30 racks, they're going to take it.
Right.
And like not only that, but I truly think that they'll get more for their house using something like this because they get to market it themselves. I'm going to teach them how to do it and how to optimize their results. And the only way for them to not be able to do it successfully is if the other companies that I'm going to teach them how to market on ban their listing. Okay. Which if they do that, that's bad on Zillow in itself because they'll shoot themselves in the foot because now they took all their off-market properties off.
Okay. So
this is going to be the best off-market thing because the only thing that you need to be a seller on here is you need to own your house. It can be financed, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But you cannot have it listed with a realtor. But if you do, it has to be an EA agreement.
Okay.
And as far as I know, I'm the only brokerage in town that does those exclusively.
Okay.
Because I personally think that that's the only way business should be because when you sign with an agent, they can literally sue you for firing them.
Mm-hmm. And they make you there's like a thing you could say like sign to say that you're like going to use this agent so you can't jump from agent to agent kind of thing to show that you're serious. Right.
And you know what the sad part is it's really easy to get out of that. Really easy. You could literally text them and say you're fired.
Okay.
You haven't look. They will do whatever they fucking have to do to hold on to that contract, and they'll start working as soon as you threaten to fire them.
So I know you've had a few evaluations to see what this is worth. What offers have you seen come in for this?
Well,
what has it been valued at?
Let's see. The highest I ever received was here in Vegas, actually, 8.1 for 51%.
8.1 like cents.
No, 8.1 mil.
Oh, okay.
To basically buy
I'm
this
just
out.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
Buy this out just to
Just
shut
so
me,
you
just to stop it, right?
Okay.
Because at the time, I was still with Zillow, like working on that product
So
together.
you went from Google to Zillow.
I went from Google to working for Google, and then from Google went to. Actually, it was like a third-party site for Google. So it was a call center. We had a Google program there. It was like a brand new program, and the program ended. And they sent me over to Wallet, which was what a whole bunch of other people got hired to do, and that was bullshit. It was just nothing but returns all day.
Okay.
So after that, I went to Google AdWords
Okay.
for a third-party partner here in town,
Okay.
and it was fucking terrible. It was nothing like the regular AdWords. Oh, I'm sorry, I back up. So after Wallet, I went to AdWords for
Okay.
Google in like a really remote little building. There was only 9 of us,
Okay.
and we all worked on real estate.
Okay.
So we were just a real estate office here in Vegas that just worked for Google, basically taking their overflow.
Okay.
And the overflow was always in real estate.
Okay.
So we were the overflow for real estate, and they offered me a job full time. So I accepted it, and I needed to relocate to Chicago, which I have a lot of family there, and
Okay.
I got rid of everything. I was like, I'm fucking down. You gotta relax, dude. And
I don't know anything about real estate, by the way. That's why I'm just shutting the fuck up.
and they terminated that position there, and they called me back and said, hey, congratulations, you made it to Mountain View. I was like, whoa, what? I don't want to go to Mountain View. I wanted to go to Chicago. I was already set on that shit. And I've already been in contact with people from Mountain View, and they were telling me about their living conditions, and I didn't want to be any fucking part of that because they were only going to pay me $84,000 a year in Mountain View.
Well, I thought like months ago, like around CES, that you had already you got an offer and you were like, look, sold this already. I didn't know that you didn't decide to sell it.
Yeah, it was this firm called Kiwi Tech out of LA. And basically, the reason I didn't want it is because once we started talking about the execution plan on launching it, because they were just going to seed fund me and to do like a safe note, very low, just give us the money, no stake. They just wanted to sell, later the cap. So basically,
So
it caps at 7.5.
They wanted to buy it from you and then resell it to somebody
Basically,
else?
they're not
Is that what
taking.
I mean?
Yeah, the way that it works is it's a note cap, which is something like once it converts to equity. So right now there's no equity; they just have a note. But once it sells at a higher valuation, they're gonna take that 7.5% cap. So let's say somebody comes in and offers $10 million for like 10%. They have to buy out that person first at that valuation.
Okay.
So whatever that value, yeah, and that's.
Because I remember for a while you were like traveling trying to sell this.
Yeah, and the thing was, I didn't have a working prototype. All I had was the idea in my head, and the only evidence that I had was Zillow Instant Offers and the data that we had.
Didn't like the guy in real estate that we know, John, somebody, like try to get this from you?
Well,
I'm not
okay,
gonna
so
go. We don't say it. Don't say it.
he didn't try to get this from me. He tried to get the Instant Offers leads from me.
Okay, so this
And-
is forward speaking.
Yeah.
leads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was during. Okay, so first things first, I didn't realize that same person, he was on a show with Donald Trump, by the way,
Okay.
on The Apprentice, so I'm pretty sure you could puzzle those together. And this character, he sent me an email, a cease and desist letter from himself, saying not to use real estate real simple. So I did it again. I put it on my fucking logo. Like, hey, fuck you. But, the whole reason is like, I was scared as shit. I was like, hey, Jared, I just got this letter. He's like, who sent it? He did? Yeah, he's a bitch. Ask him to have his attorney send it over.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna come.
Well,
And
the
sure,
assholes at Amazon keep DMCAing my Twitch streams and my YouTube videos also because of music being played. And I think just in the past few months, if you even start to sing a song, you get demonetized or DMCA'd right away. And same with all these streamers that had big streamers, millions of viewers. They had all these videos, past years of stuff, all gone, just wiped. And they're gonna at first, because it was kind of this all thing. So what I think happened was something happened in the music industry where people were just, I don't know if they weren't getting paid on their royalties or what was really going on, but all these big streamers had to choose and started playing like just music soundtracks of like video games, or they would have to stream stuff that wasn't, you know, copyright infringement. So instead of like forcing the 3-strike rule to like ban your channel, they're like forgiving you for like these first 90 days while they figure this out. But cease and desist, like DMCA, it's ridiculous. And the thing I can't understand
It is ridiculous.
Little DJs can go on Twitch and start DJing music, and it's perfectly fine. And I looked into it to get a radio license. It's like $30,000 a year to get a radio license. Even though, you know, I can play Spotify, right? And I'm at like the beach or having a party at the house.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
We can play Spotify to, you know, whoever we want, and or DJs can spin at the club and they don't have to pay any royalties or anything to the DJs. But then when you stream on Twitch, you're immediately DMCA or monetized, and it sucks. So, yeah.
I never
I
thought
got
about that.
topic there.
You don't. But the thing is like you're right, because there's no way they have rights to all those fucking tracks. That's a lot of money,
Right.
and they play a lot of music.
Yeah.
Especially like the newer DJs, they play like sometimes 3 songs a minute.
If you wanted to have background music to this or intro music that wasn't copyrighted, like.
I have my own theme song.
Yeah, I know. Didn't even play it at the intro either.
I forgot. But yeah, my friend David Serrano, shout outs. He's actually he's friends with like Esteban and Oscar and all them. Yeah, so he's part of that little group.
Okay.
But also a DJ, like he knows Tommy Lynn and all them. But he needed a website, so I was like, dude, I won't charge you anything, but do you have like could you make me like a theme song, like something just very generic that I could use for like my videos and stuff? Like, yeah, and he made me like a really sick song.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool, and you know, I could play that over and over and over and not worry about any of that shit, because that sucks.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having great fucking content and you fuck it up just like a little 5-second of me singing a song like, hey, this is a song?
It was literally like an ongoing joke. Like, we would start singing songs, like, immediately demonetized. It's so ridiculous.
We just changed the lyrics, obviously. You're such a fucking beau. I love it. Oh, that's gay.
So, I know, like, you're a big fan of, like, Google. Are you familiar with, like, AWS and Amazon or Azure Cloud?
Fuck them.
So, what did you like about Google API versus the other two? Or did you not really look at the others?
No, for me, honestly, it's just the fact that I already knew it,
Okay.
and I didn't want to learn anything else. I didn't see any advantage to it.
Right.
So I was like, all right, maybe cost is a little bit
Yeah.
better, but for what I need, it's okay.
Okay. No, from what I've seen, like, Google is great for, like, school systems or people, like, starting their business. I still see businesses that still run an account with, like, at gmail.com, like, small companies, like, 2 to 5 people. They got at gmail.com or at yahoo.com. Some businesses still have, like, at AOL.com, believe it or not.
Oh, no,
I deal with.
I deal with realtors all the time. Curtis sells Vegas at gmail.com.
Yeah, it's like,
and you put that on your
guys.
business card.
That doesn't look very professional at all.
Dude, every agent at our office has a fucking wykertmillennium.com email address, and they still use their own at Gmail. I'm like, I don't understand it. I even built it on the Google server for that one reason. They could just use Gmail. They already have it. Or they can go on their iPhone, add it to their... I just don't understand.
What does it cost on Google per user?
$6.
$6 per user? Okay.
Yeah.
It's about double that. It's like $15 a user per month for Microsoft 365.
That's what I figured, but it comes with all this stuff, right?
But what we've done so many migrations recently. So in January, Server 2008 and Windows 7 got end of life support. So many people have these on-site Exchange servers that were still running on 2008. So we had to migrate so many people over, and we actually found this software that literally, like, you could be in GoDaddy, AOL, AT&T. It doesn't really matter what email platform you're paying for, Exchange, and it'll actually move over your calendar, your contacts, your search history. Literally, it moves over everything for you, so we can migrate literally from anything right into Office 365. And it's been a godsend for it.
I gotta use the bathroom.
GoDaddy is the worst. Like, if you're using GoDaddy,
Yeah, I hate
seriously,
GoDaddy.
take your stuff off of there right now.
Well,
Even-
yeah, they give you no permission for
No.
anything.
Dude, no.
You need your DNS? Good luck,
Yeah.
buddy.
No.
That'll be an extra $5.95.
Yeah, and even if you say you're getting Office 365, it's not true. It's like half-ass Office 365. You're not really getting the full access to your data or even your email.
Yeah,
And getting
the add-ons
support is a whole nother thing.
Are they the support?
Yeah.
GoDaddy?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be shitting me. They're the cloud support for Office 365.
No, they're resellers, but they just don't.
Yeah. Well, it's like
It's complete trash.
Oh my God, are there hosted WordPress servers?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you guys, WordPress is free.
Yeah.
It's free. You don't have to pay for building a website. It's free. I mean, and first of all, let me talk about websites. Websites, in my opinion, are the most overrated fucking thing ever. You just needed to do one thing and one thing only: display information in the most user-friendly environment as possible.
Right.
And lead capture. That's it. And analytics.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's business 101.
And really, whether like nowadays with this solution, whether you need 100 users migrated or 1,000, perfect scenario, it can be done in a week.
How many?
Like 100 users all the way up to multiple thousand. It can be done within literally a week of moving. And the only downtime is when you cut over like the DNS and MX record and everything like that from Friday. The longest we've seen take is 48 hours, but normally it's like a day. And then that Monday, when everybody gets into work, we just push out the Office 365 apps through group policy to everybody or remote and to install, and then we educate them on how to use it.
That's pretty cool.
So we've taken something that's like from a process and automated and streamlined it in that amount of time.
Man, that's cool. I've only done data migration a few times, and it's a bitch. I mean, first of all, man. See, at least you only had to deal with like like a few people at the top and had to like sell them, but the pushback that they probably got from everybody else, not good.
What do you mean?
Oh fuck, man! I've migrated people because I've gotten everybody off of whatever.
You were working with real estate agents and helped them get signed up with their own domain and everything.
Yeah, well, kind of. Okay, so first thing I did was I went over to a company called 048 Realty and
look at that. See that?
Mint leaf?
Yeah.
Man, you guys really don't like mint leaves. Must be like part rabbit or something. I fucking love them. Like, I mean, you probably can't see them on the camera, but.
So
yeah, you can.
A lot of clients here in Vegas, like I said, the main thing I see is them using their Gmail accounts, and from a technology standpoint, they're still years behind California. I'm not sure why, but.
What do you mean? Who the
like
I know why.
Okay, why?
Because, oh man, Vegas just has. I don't know. It's kind of like, hey, we got to do it my way or the highway mentality.
They don't see the value in it at all.
Exactly. They're so stuck in their ways. And the reason is, actually, you know what? I can't really get into what the reason is because I don't know.
You just said you didn't know.
I did know. But I was gonna say that the level of education is really bad here. But at the same time, it can't be because a lot of the people from here are transplants.
Yeah.
It's just the attitude of Vegas. People come here all the time because we're a national company.
Yeah.
And they come here and teach us how to sell and how to, come up with different strategies. And I used to actually travel the U.S. For real estate and, kind of like learn it. I learned every type of real estate from all over the U.S. And the one thing I noticed is their styles wouldn't work here.
No?
No, it's the Wild West here, for sure. And it's just like one of those things that, unfortunately, you know what works? Fake. And I hate to say it, but it's true. Like
I met with an attorney's office here, and I was like, okay, let me see what your IT costs have been over the past year. They would literally like wheel in like a file cabinet into this meeting room or their war room, and they're like, here you go, Curtis. I'm like, okay, we can save you this, this, and this, and do this for you. This is not. The attorney comes back, no, sorry, dude. This in a like more asshole way. He's like, this isn't gonna work. Like, you're just trying to upsell me on all this stuff. Like, they just don't see the value on what we're trying to provide, especially if you're an attorney and having to deal with metadata, if you're losing data with client confidentiality. There's a whole thing I can go down,
Oh yeah.
That. But really, like attorneys and doctors, the business sense is, yeah.
Try going into a real estate office.
I've tried.
Those are the worst.
I've tried.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Our friend John, how much am I paying you to be here? Get the hell out. Not to me, but directly, but somebody I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could do that myself. So stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, then why aren't you? You know what I mean? Like, I was somebody, unless somebody's bugging me. If somebody's bugging me, I'm fucking, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, the people outside,
Mm-hmm.
they don't say, I need 57 cents. I'm not even going to respond to them because
everybody in my industry is like, oh, they're like, come back, they say, is like, the customer says, oh, like, I can find somebody less. I know I have people who pay more. And I'm like, yeah, right. I would love to see you say that to somebody and see how that relationship works for you going forward. If there's going to be any at all,
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like you're investing in a relationship. And
100%. That, especially with IT, it's definitely your data's at risk, your intel is at risk. I mean, we had companies where they would literally send their new employees to get MacBooks, and then they would never see them again. And think about how much those are costing, like $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000 for a MacBook Pro, right?
Yeah, but they don't see it. They're just like, oh, that's a write-off. Like, yeah, so could the IT company that you hire.
And with the software we have, like we literally, when we got this solution, we can manage Macs and Windows PCs like they're on Active Directory or like a domain.
Did the Mac have to be running on Windows or?
No,
really?
It's powered by AI, and it actually detects like the last time it's logged in, their geolocation, how much processing was done on hardware or the hard drive, how much space being using, all this stuff. Well, let's say somebody goes rogue employee, we have this like wipe button. So as soon as it connects to the internet, it'll wipe the drive or lock it out, so we can render it useless. So, especially with everybody going to work from home nowadays, think how many people's home environments do you know? There's working from home. You have a VPN from your home computer straight to your work network. Who knows what they're clicking on at home? Who knows what kind of email they're getting personally that could spread across the network on top of that. So we're able to manage those working from home employees and implement these solutions from a security and support standpoint to make sure that they still are productive and their uptime is there and you're staying secure at the same time. And if they decide to leave the company or go rogue, it's the push of a button.
It's go rogue, man.
We've automated the onboarding and offboarding thing. So it's pretty cool how the stuff that we've been doing the past couple of years.
That's fucking cool. So okay, so I've been at, this is my third real estate office.
Okay.
Fourth.
Okay.
All four of them had somebody that's rented office space and has infected the network with the virus.
Not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
This is the first one that we actually have an IT company.
Okay.
And it's one of our tenants and stuff. So it's like, we get a really good deal on it, but they're not very good. And I'll put it this way: they have their marketing thing is they have ambulances for their cars.
Okay.
I'm like, why would you get something with bad gas mileage to go?
That doesn't sound very good at all.
Well, it's the name of their company. it goes with the theme of it, which I get it, but
what we tried to work with real estate companies out here, they don't want to they want to try to pass off the cost to the real estate agents, and I just don't think that the real estate agents are paying a premium to be what's like the average you see in Vegas for a real estate agent to work out of office or.
Well, we're free, so we're free. We just make one on the commission.
I don't want to say like.
I know what you're talking about.
Simply or Signature or like any of those here local to Vegas.
Yeah.
What are the costs that you're seeing average that these real estate agents are paying a month?
400, I would say. Oh, I think less actually. Some of them are like 150, 200.
It gets down below. Like if you want an office, you're gonna pay more. But if you just want to have like a
just hang your license there, yeah.
Kind of thing. So
they hang your license there, which basically means no devices, but they do give you access to Wi-Fi, the printers,
right? Stuff
like that. It's usually $200 a month.
Our friend John and other people, they didn't want to absorb those costs and provide those offerings to the agents that come in. Because think about it, if you have an agent that comes in when you're onboarding them, you can set them up with a professional email. Hey, what domain do you want to buy? What email do you want to have? So
yeah, and okay, so for me,
do you want unlimited IT support? Sure. You want security? Sure. You want monitoring? We can do all that, but each of those are going to cost something. Obviously. Now, to the
defense of our friend John and other offices, I don't really see a need for IT in real estate because the thing is everybody's an independent contractor. But at the bigger places that have property management, you need it. You fucking need it.
Try getting 200 calls a month just to set up people to print. 200 tickets a month just for users to set up the print.
Sounds like a real estate office.
Yeah, exactly. Guess what they need?
Printer access.
IT, right? To set up those printer drivers, they need a user code because they're billing them per cost. Whatever the real estate offices are billing them per cost for print, color, black and white. You have to set them all up. Yeah,
There's still print companies. Like, our IT has nothing to do with our printers.
Oh, okay, yeah, we do it all. So.
Oh, crazy. I think our printer came from corporate.
Okay.
Comes with the franchise.
Okay.
I think. I have no idea. But, I don't use the printer.
And literally like 3 months ago, my friend opened up a real estate office in Utah, and it's kind of growing. Things are starting to get back together and everything like that. But as you know, it's like if it's tenant owned, you can't do like a home showing, right?
In Utah too?
If there's a tenant living there, I guess you can't show
Yeah.
the house.
Is that in Utah or here?
Here, I think.
Yeah, here for
I don't
sure.
know for sure Utah, but
I thought Utah was normal.
just another branch that's here in Vegas. They opened one out in Utah. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that might be a fucking way to go too, because Vegas is going to be bad.
So what happens if the MLS data leaks, like usernames, passwords, all that? What happens if that ever gets out?
That's on, the thing
Who
about
does that fall onto?
I think it falls on, they don't like to be called Galvar anymore.
Oh,
but,
the GVLR, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. They're just called LV Realtors now.
Okay.
Apparently. And they get mad if you call them Galvar, so I'm going to keep calling them Galvar. Actually, I'm going to see you guys soon. I probably have to get my membership again because I'm going to start selling houses because I think, here's why. Because quite frankly, I know what's got to happen, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to train enough agents fast enough in order for this to So if I'm just doing the right thing and just coaching people through this little explosion that's about to happen, I think I'll be at the right place at the right time and have enough insight to do the right thing.
Oh, look inside the
Juicy!
You take a quick nap or what?
Should have.
I think it took a juicy. What's up, Juicy Couture?
Get this old. It takes that long to pee.
The one thing I did notice as getting older is not how much I pee, it's how often I pee.
So, I know we were talking about the GVLR, user data leaks out. What happens if these POS systems, the point of sale, leak for the cannabis industry for these dispensaries? What happens then? Where do you think that data goes, or what media picks up on it and starts talking about it? He just joined us, so I want to take his take on it.
On what do you mean? If their
So,
database gets
so
leaked?
when you go to dispensary, you have to give them your license. They take into account every time what you buy, everything like that. And what if that data leaked out from the POS system or point of sale system onto the web? What do you think that happens to that industry?
Who cares?
Okay.
Why would it affect them?
So let's say
That's a good take.
What if Steve Sisolak's stuff leaks out, or Obama's stuff leaks out? I don't know. I'm just throwing names out here. Who cares?
It's legal.
Okay. Not legal everywhere. So a government, it's illegal for the government, right? So
The governor of Nevada, since it's legal in the state of Nevada,
I met him in a dispensary.
he can smoke it,
Yeah.
and there would be no problem.
Right. I just see it being some people still view it as a taboo.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like an honest Christian man goes to the dispensary every Sunday and his information gets leaked, and then all of a sudden he gets publicly shamed.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing.
Governors, senators, whoever, any public people that gets leaked out. What do you think the media is going to do with that?
They would.
That's not going to happen.
I think they would. I think they would.
Okay, what about when Ashley Madison got leaked?
Oh, that was a huge
database.
fucking deal, bro.
I know
That was a huge
deal. But did you see anybody specifically getting outed?
There's a list.
Yeah, dude, there was a freaking list.
They made a website.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of them committed suicide.
People committed suicide. There was lawsuits.
Yeah, it was all bad.
Where did you see
Don't pull
all?
up Ashley Madison. We might get banned or something from Facebook for pulling this up. But I think it's kind of a similar scenario, right? People are trusting that your security, your information, you would sue. And I think I put my name out there when supporting this vertical.
Which one?
The cannabis industry. We started supporting them when people were just getting their cards to get this. And now, we're helping people build up their dispensaries from the ground up. POS system, security, backup, literally everything. And
why don't you guys wait a second? I might have to have this one offline with you because I think I have a good idea for you. Speaking of good idea for you, this Curtis knows. Why is
what
this?
is that?
What is Curtis
What is
knows?
that?
Curtis knows?
Curtis knows. That's all we need to know.
What is it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's just it?
Yeah.
I guess you got to find out. You're going to have to contact Curtis because he knows.
How did this Curtis knows conversation come about? I think people
It's
need
the
to understand
hashtag.
that. I understand that, but where did this start?
Well, because I never even thought about the fucking dispensary thing being a problem, and then you compared it to Ashley Madison, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And you know how these politic games are. They're all low blows anyways.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. It's, oh, fuck, I hate politics. I really hate it.
Yeah.
And to think that I was, like, gonna do it.
Well, AWS, so once you start an environment in their cloud, it pretty much you're signed off as like the owner of all that data. So once, you're responsible for that. So if anything gets deleted or leaked from it, it's pointing to you saying you don't know how to set it up correctly. So once that got leaked out, they pretty much pointed the finger at the company saying you don't know what you're doing. This is your fault. And that's the kind of responsibility that we're taking on. Oh my God.
That's not rum, you fuck. That's not rum.
I think you had the coronavirus. I think you can't smell right.
Wait, can you not taste it?
Smell that. Tell me that's not rum.
I don't know what that is.
Let me smell.
That
It's
smells
like
like
vodka, huh?
Yeah, it smells
Vodka or
like vodka.
tequila?
Did you fuck with us?
No, that's definitely rum. I don't know what the hell.
Dude, that's vodka or tequila, dude.
No, that's rum. It's Bacardi. I could smell Bacardi
That's
from a
not
mile away.
Bacardi, bro.
It sure is. I still have 2.5 gallons in my fucking freezer. No,
China.
I don't
that's
know if
that's
we can
about
trust this guy.
0.7 gallons of Bacardi. 0.7, 0.75, somewhere in there. It's a whole bottle and about half another one. So, yeah, it takes up less space than the bottle did. But it doesn't pour as good. Well, for my mojito, it pours a lot better. So, all right, I guess, all right. What is the biggest disaster you've seen in IT?
The biggest one?
Yeah.
I guess more recently within probably the past 6 months. All right.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm just going to keep drinking.
I was listening. I was texting someone back. They're like, I'm going to head to your house in 10 minutes. I was like, wait, I'm still on my show.
Yeah.
Leanne, I'm still on my
Is she
show.
hot, though?
I think she's bringing friends.
Oh, fuck the show. We got things to do, bitches.
Oh man, I am sweating a storm. Let me tell you,
It's pretty hot in here.
it is. That little AC thing is not doing it for me.
I'm perfectly chill.
I'm not.
So, the biggest thing was when MSPs, managed service providers, a bunch of people that outsource IT, they manage a bunch of endpoints. Well, China decided to start hacking, and they found a loophole into this automation system that we use. Not us personally, but other people who weren't staying up to date or putting in two-factor authentication like they should have. But I'm not going to call anybody out. But so essentially, we have remote access to all of our clients' computers, POS systems, whatever it was. Well, these MSPs, they started getting, breached or hacked by logging in to this ConnectWise software. And what it was able to do was log into POS systems, pull logs of credit cards, all that information. It was going on for a good 6 months. So we, implemented, I have a YubiKey on my keys, like a thumbprint thing, two-factor authentication for all of us. But other people were neglecting that aspect of it and seeing that there's just a loophole in the software that was enabling, if you manage, 1,000 endpoints, 20,000 endpoints, 50,000 endpoints, they're able to get in, remote in, and get whatever data they needed.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me ask you this. So on something like that, would you be able to detect anything?
With that?
No, huh?
No. Because it's taking over control of a user that's logged in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So unless that other user is right there, right in front, and they happen to catch something,
like if you're looking at like your restaurant working, you say, "Hey, why is this mouse looking around on this, or why are they clicking around?" That's the only way you would notice.
yeah,
I mean, except for if you go to like if you're doing like monthly auditing or know like something is weird or whatever, but people aren't really looking at like what times people are logging in and out of the software. But that's really the only way you would know.
you know. So like this, I have remote access of that computer with using that little Chrome extension, the remote desktop.
Okay.
And what's cool about that is it has a thing that pops up on my desktop over there. It says you are sharing your computer with.
Okay.
And that's kind of cool. I guess that would be like a quick solution for that, right?
Well,
Because if that's not up there,
you can
you can hide
dude,
that.
You can
You
even
can hide
hide it
that.
and like blank out the desktop, like so it's just a black screen till it looks like it's shut down.
oh fuck.
But sometimes I'll say you're, being helped by help desk or
Yeah.
Curtis or David or whatever. But there's a button where you can black out the screen.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's
It's a pretty serious thing.
fuck. Have you ever seen? Okay. Oh, actually, I got a question for you. So get this. This is I don't remember. Oh, okay. So we were talking at the very, very beginning about how I trust the cloud a lot more than I trust myself, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I had done a project on this camera. It was the very first thing I did with it, actually. I filmed a little short video at the office for a recruiting video, and right during the middle of the edit, I was just about done. I was just getting the audio engineered in and stuff from the... I don't have that mic in here. It's a little lavalier mic or whatever the fuck it's called. And anyway, so I was getting that audio into the final thing, syncing it all up, and I went to like play it all back, and half my shit wasn't like, it was just, I could hear everything, but I couldn't see shit. And so then I went back to my media pool, and I noticed that my media was gone. And what I was doing is I was running like this whole show, for example, would have gone onto this external 500 gigabyte card,
Right.
which I gave to him because I got fucking pissed off. And I plugged it into this computer because I was like, maybe I fucked up the build on this thing. I don't know. And what I did was when I plugged it into here, it showed it was only like 240 gigabytes. And I was like, what the fuck?
Half of it's gone.
Yeah, so half of it has my fucking videos.
I'm ready for another one.
What's that?
So, oh yeah, perfect, because I just used up the mint.
Let's have the other David take over. Because you're going to make some
Oh.
drinks.
Yeah. You down? Yeah.
When did I become the
Yeah,
fucking
let's
host?
Well, it's David and David.
Am I getting any fucking royalties on this?
Yeah, you might. You might if you want to be
Well,
Mojito
not
MonDave
yet,
as well.
So you better start making, bitch.
You better start sharing
Sharing what?
this video
I
live
can't.
on Facebook.
I'm banned on Facebook right
Do we need to go into that or no?
now. Well, there's nothing really to go into. I called somebody an ugly ass hoe on Facebook, and they gave me a 30-day ban for it. I was drunk. She wanted to talk shit. She couldn't handle it, so she reported me, and I got banned.
So, David, while you're on this topic, what would you say the dating scene is like out here in Vegas?
Oh God, well, I should just kill myself on camera now.
And can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like, what things have led
So
this
what I
point to
do
where
is
you're
I put the
ready
gun in my fucking mouth.
Oh, we're going back before this. We're going back.
Hey,
That's how that works right there.
I can't make the blood disappear. Can you not do it on the green screen? It's gonna take my disappearing to be able to.
Yeah.
I think we might get banned for that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You'll
what?
get me banned on Facebook.
God, this is fucked up. So what was your question? I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was the original question?
No, seriously. So you got banned from Facebook because you called a girl what?
Ugly ass hoe.
Ugly ass hoe.
Was she ugly?
Oh yeah, she was ugly.
Yeah, fuck you then.
The comment was warranted, but I could have been a nice.
What has the dating scene like with women in Vegas been like for you? Because I see you tendering it up over here, so I had to ask.
It's just horrible, man. Finding a girl who's of substance, who's spontaneous, who's down for fun, and who isn't bipolar. It's hard as fuck.
So you're not having like the issue of finding one that's like looking for like a a sugar daddy kind of
No,
thing.
I
You're
get
not
those
running
too.
into that.
No,
like,
no,
somebody
no,
being,
no.
Like a sugar baby.
No, I definitely get that.
Like they're finding their next what is it? They're looking for the next millionaire in Vegas. What?
No, I get that too.
Okay.
And he actually hooked me up with somebody who, pretty sure that's what she wanted. After I told her I wasn't gonna like pay her car payment.
I got
Yeah, I think you should
I got mint leaves in my freaking teeth, dude.
Yeah, this one only
Oh
has
my gosh.
one mint leaf.
It's
Yeah.
like he blended everything in there. It's not like I'm looking for I can't think of the word, but just like
Forgot the raspberries.
it's just crazy. Like I think this social media thing, they like plug like the Instagram, everything like that, and this whole social media thing has really gone, to their head, especially if they have a huge following.
Are you asking me about that in terms of dating?
Right. Have you noticed that with correlation of the girls that you've been on dates with?
I mean, wait for that fucking jack off. To be honest, if a girl has a social media following, don't even try to date her. I mean, she has so many
Yeah, you're probably right.
so many fucking dudes in her inbox. She has so many dudes trying to talk to her, and unfortunately, in today's society, nobody's loyal to anybody anymore. And if you piss her off, next thing you know, she has these other 20 dudes who are buffer than me, maybe look better, maybe even make more money.
The camera adds 10 pounds. So
She's gonna fucking go start talking to them because she's pissed.
Yeah.
Especially if we've only been talking for like a month or two.
Right. But I think even with a long-term situation, the girl, they still have that reach, right?
Yeah?
It's going down in the DMs over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit, did I step on your thing? Okay. She's eating a little raspberry. Where is the... Oh, here it is. Oh shit.
So,
Oh yeah.
what... You need to come sit down.
Huh? No, I need to add more soda to yours. And then mix
Yeah, I saw how much
No, it's not as strong
water
as...
you put in there.
It's not as strong as you think. It's not as strong as you think. I assure you. But... It will
Yeah, I just saw...
No, I assure you, it's not as strong as you think.
Cut that in half and put some more soda in half.
Try it first, because I think it's not going to be as strong as you think. I really do.
You're right.
Okay.
See, that's the perfect amount right there. Nothing's getting caught in your teeth, nothing.
There's still a lot in there.
Alright, there's a rum and mojito mix in there. Okay, so mine's all ready. Keep in mind my mint one.
I really want to hear your input on where do you think like the tech industry and getting technology companies more implemented in Vegas, and where you see that going over the next 5 years, really.
Well, okay, that's actually an awesome question, because I think that we are going to boom as a tech city. And I think we're going to become a hub. Just hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
We already passed that. Do you not remember the failure of Downtown Project?
Well, I mean, we can
It's
dive
still
into that
alive.
if you want.
What are you
It's
talking
still
about?
alive.
You're talking
They're still
about
offering tax discounts for people
you're
moving down here.
he's talking about
tax discounts.
he's talking about Vegas Tech Fund.
I don't know what that
That
is.
was
not even
that was
talking about
that was
just-
Tony Hsieh's
I'm not
venture
even talking
capitalist
about
group.
just Vegas Tax Fund.
Then what are you talking about?
I'm talking about all of it as a whole. Downtown Project.
It's still alive.
The tech, it's still alive.
Yeah, did you not see Symphony
And
Park?
where have any of those businesses gone?
It's fucking booming.
Booming where?
It's okay. Vegas has never been this successful downtown in the history of ever. And that's true.
What new companies are creating apps downtown?
Symphony Park. Symphony Park in its own is its own fucking monster. Arts
I don't
District.
even know what the fuck that
Arts
is.
District has more fucking
You're talking
restaurants
about,
per
like,
capita
real estate
than...
development shit. That has nothing to do with the tech boom down here.
It will, yeah, because it hasn't happened yet. Because here's where it's gonna
It
happen.
already happened in 2011. You missed the train, my guy.
Nope.
What do you mean you don't remember the billions of dollars that Tony Hsieh had pouring into downtown?
300 million. It was all in development.
And look what happened to all those companies. Nothing, because they give people
on the record, it's still in
like
business.
You're going too fast here for me to comprehend.
They
Hold
give
on.
them titles like Sky Wizard and shit. And I'll even name out names because I've had a couple of drinks. I don't give a fuck. Chrissy Danger. You do nothing. You have done nothing. She does nothing for downtown projects. She's done nothing for Tony Hsieh.
Never heard
They
of her.
give her a cool
Neither have I.
fucking name. She doesn't do anything.
You know,
And
he's
that's
probably
how
right on this.
Everybody operated in downtown project, the tech fund, all the apps that were down there. I was involved with Counterless, Tongue Tango, couple of fucking apps. And guess what? Where it went? Nowhere, because everybody was just pouring money. They thought they were fucking cool. They
Well,
gave
they
them
were
these
weird.
cool names, and then they'd be like, "Oh, what do you do?" And they'd be like, "Well, I wear many fucking hats, aka I don't fucking do anything." And that's why it failed. It's already come and gone, my guy. It's past the point.
I know what you're talking about.
It's not
I'm talking
coming
about a
back.
much bigger thing.
Wait, so
I'm talking about Switch going off grid.
I can see why he's like, what can you tell
So
me
I'm
the
talking
story
about-
of what happened, like when he got like, what tech company started downtown?
Well, to be honest, the only tech company downtown that's still even relevant is Work in Progress,
Okay.
and that's a co-working place, and it's always sold out basically. But
wait,
it's
don't
pretty
you think
good.
co-working offices are like a thing of the past now with COVID?
Oh
That's
yeah,
fucking dumb, bro.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. There's just too many small tech startup companies. Not in Vegas.
no, there's a lot in Vegas.
No, not in Vegas.
Go to Work in Progress.
Oh, okay, and what?
It's right down the street. We'll go there. We'll go there in a little
bunch
bit.
of fucking no names there.
Pretty much, but there's
That'll
but
never get funded.
okay. So let's put it this way. One of the most influential visual arts on the fucking marquee artist in the world lives in Vegas.
Who is that?
I don't fucking know, but he does all the shit on the strip. All the fucking visual designs, all
What does
that
that have to do
stuff.
with tech?
It is tech.
Okay, so he's like programming.
Why? Because he
Yeah.
makes it for an LED screen.
Yeah. I mean that is tech, 100%.
They
I don't know
literally
how to do
take
it.
a picture I painted with my fucking big left toe.
Yeah, and then you have to
put
illustrate
on
it. Then you have to illustrate it. Then you have to
literally
add
just
add
scan
fucking.
it, put it into the fucking on the
No, like all
billboard.
the fucking cool moving things, like it fucking like.
Yeah,
I can't do any of
I
that.
could literally give them a GIF of my big toe wiggling back and forth, and they could put it on the LED screen.
If it looks artistic, then do it. But I'm sure it won't.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to see my big fucking toe.
I do.
So
Oh, you got $5? I have an OnlyFans.
So we know Google is building what is it?
Data center.
Data center
in Henderson.
What's the
Switch.
other one? Switch.
Switch went
They have
off grid
two
actually.
locations. What do you mean by that?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Okay, so MGM properties, all of them, and Switch both had to pay over $300 million to MV Energy to leave the grid. They completely.
Oh, they went solar.
They went solar.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Switch
know-
did it all on. I don't know how the fuck MGM did it. I can't see. I don't know where they would get that much electricity to power all
So-
that shit.
I know that the Win was paying between 250 to 500 grand a month to keep their stuff in Switch. So,
Switch is good though.
have you ever toured there?
No, is it cool?
Yeah, it's pretty legit. But okay, so we have Switch, we got Google, Amazon, Zappos, I guess, and
In my building, all of them are tech companies. We have this E60 Fast Technologies.
okay.
They do processing for banks, like big brands, and they have all their servers at Switch too.
Didn't like another company open like a building on 4th and Gas down here?
I don't know, but I'm gonna fucking go there right now on the bike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try bike riding again, round 2, because last night didn't work. Oh my god, last night was frustrating.
I'm gonna see.
Actually, that's something that, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, okay, so my prediction is this, is
I think the people
there's a
that-
lot of incentive to open up a tech business in Nevada.
What kind of incentives?
No corporate tax. Well, not no, but low. Very low. Very, very low. I mean, for people to like house their executives here, and then not only that, but we're getting Discovery Land. So the summit in Summerlin
Okay.
is the most expensive real estate in town. The lots start at like $10 million.
Is that the one they actually own like a sweet T-Mobile arena that they can go into. Like I think Tiger Woods has a place there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Sheriff Lombardo I think has a place there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think that's still the richest, but it's gonna be. Oh yeah, no, you're right because they already reserved. Tiger Woods did reserve like the first lot there, but Discoveryland, they have places in like Phoenix, New York City, Miami, like these very like corporate big ass fucking things, and people that buy in
Office
Discoveryland,
buildings.
no houses, like big ass fucking house
So
complexes,
then
like estates, like
Okay.
$20-30 million
so the
mansions.
CEOs are buying.
Yes, top
Okay.
level execs. So
Okay.
that means for them, they're like, hey, I'll go move to Vegas and get a Discoveryland home, and they partnered with Howard Hughes.
Okay.
So it's going to be a very successful project, and that in its own is going to bring their companies because
Okay.
it's like, why the fuck not?
Okay.
You can actually like fucking put people in Vegas for a quarter of the price that it will cost to run a business in San Francisco.
That's why like all of our help desk and everything is really here in Vegas, and it's all local to the United States. It's all here, nothing overseas. It's all local here to Vegas.
Yeah, because Vegas can handle that. I mean, you don't have to pay people too high. That's a big plus.
We had people from Google applying. You know, they're making making $100,000 a year each, and they're still living like cheaply, living in Silicon Valley. You know, it's expensive, so they're not earning that
Yeah.
much.
No, exactly. It's such a better quality of life out here, in my opinion. You're not gonna have like the beaches and all that shit, but
You're still like 34 hours away from it.
oh shit, I'm gonna have to
Well,
delete
that's
some
gonna-
stuff. Oh no, I just stopped the stream as well. Oh, thank God I didn't.
Better clear up some disk space, otherwise we're gonna get shut down and demonetized.
Well, that was okay. So I think this is going to my 500 gigabyte hard drive in
Okay.
there, which has a lot of video on there. So
Okay.
it's easy. I just have to upload it. And oh, here's a good question. What is a good, and maybe you know this too, what's a good Google Drive kind of takes a long time to do shit on. Better place to fucking store my files in the cloud.
Do you need like instant access or only like sometimes? What?
Just sometimes. Like I want to put like all these big files I'm not going to access probably once a year.
So I would back up to like Amazon S3 or Amazon Glacier for like recovery. It's really cheap to upload and store your data, but it's really the price goes up when you need to recover it. Otherwise, I would recommend building, a NAS for, a couple grand, but you can get up to like 15, 20 terabytes for that. So
Shit. Maybe I should just get a big air fucking disc.
yeah,
Probably cheaper.
especially with how much data that you're going through, a NAS is definitely something I would recommend. And you can still access the data, like if you open up, there's a web interface, you can access all the data that you need to. If you're working somewhere else, you can still access it as a whole like web portal, everything like that.
Did you ever try to get that external to work?
I've never plugged it in.
I'm so curious. I think it's fucked.
Why are you sweating so goddamn much?
It's
I know,
fucking
right?
hot. I think it's Mojito MonDave hat. It's fucking ridiculous. There we go. Whew.
Did you try to build that for your product fucking boot?
Oh, I didn't try to build it. I built it from my product box.
You sure? Yeah, we'll go. That's a good one.
Thank you. It does the job. But actually, that's just to hold it. I gotta get the paper for the fucking middle. But I actually think I have another idea. But we'll see. We'll see. It's all damn, I'm starting to feel this mojito. Like now that I took my hat off, I'm like, oh, I could actually fucking breathe. And the more that I breathe, like, look at this, my head is just fucking shiny.
So what originally drew you to downtown? Because I know you've been down here for
Oh,
like 5 years.
God. Okay, so this is
Let's see. Homeless people. There's crack whores.
Those are David's favorites.
It's a little dangerous down here. Basically, it's because you
David
can
likes to
find
live
drugs
on edge.
anywhere.
Yeah. You went down the right checklist. But actually, it's funny that you say this. It was tech. I didn't know anything about it. I was paying all these companies all this money, like all these little startups. There was this one that was texting clients for me. There was one that was my concierge service.
So pretty much like a attendant for picking up phones and like a lead generating.
Not even lead generator, but like just anything. Like I kept on buying websites, so I was like, I need this changed. So like every 3 months, I was spending $12,000 on or not $12,000, but $1,200 on a new website, and it always for the most part worked. And I was like, fuck, I wish I could do this,
Right.
or I wish I could go in there and change this shit. So, then I started working with Zillow, and kind of give you a little oversight of that story. And then I saw the signs that they were gonna take this pilot program away from me.
Okay.
And they were going to do something else with it. They're going to pivot.
So you pretty much built it for them, and then they were going to take it away.
Yeah, but they did it. They finished it differently than what I started, which is good for me.
They like subcontracted you out to build it out.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't program anything. I was just consulting at this point because I didn't know how to do shit.
Okay.
But I just knew that my process for getting listings worked, and it was very simple. I would go to a listing appointment with an offer in hand.
Okay.
AKA an instant offer. So if I don't say like sign with me right now, but at least let me meet with you because I'm gonna bring an offer.
Right.
If I don't bring an offer, then I won't show up.
Okay.
Really? Yep. I'm gonna be the only agent that's gonna bring you an offer.
So what's kept you downtown? I mean, for the
So,
past 5 years.
That was the kind of like little story on that. So when I was getting this shit stolen away from me, and the only way for me to fucking like combat with this is to learn how to do what they're doing, so I can, get a better grasp on things. So I talked to my boss and I was like, yo, I don't want to go back to college and learn how to program because that's going to add it to my debt. And quite frankly, I think I can learn a lot of this stuff. And his advice was move downtown.
Okay.
I was like, why? And I believe him because he owned therapy downtown. So I was like, all right, he's got to know his shit. Plus, he's flipped 5,000 fucking houses in Vegas, plus himself. So I should probably listen to this guy.
I mean, I've flipped 5,000 houses in Vegas too. I
Sure.
don't really remember their names, but
I think your drive is getting full.
No, this is just a little buffer between, because it's using the Chrome remote thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does it from time to time. But
I don't know why you have it set up like this. It's just
I told you could set it up differently many times, but I don't know
You
how to
ready
do it.
to like wind down to this and get to the CurtisKnows? Okay.
Yeah, let's wind down to it. So yeah,
is
that's
there
why I moved
another part
downtown.
of this show?
Well, wait, he did this after he left.
What?
So David and I the other night.
Oh
we
yeah.
had to discuss about Mojito MonDave and how it kind of started and where he wanted to go with it. And he's like, he was like, Curtis, for like 2 weeks, he's like, Curtis, we need to get you on. And he's like, we need to market you here in Vegas. We need to get your name out there in Vegas. And then he was like, we need a marketing idea. I was like, Curtis knows.
You? He needs to market you?
Right, that's what he wants, something like that.
Why do you want to market
This is
this
kind of
guy?
where it started.
Well, he's gonna talk about it right now.
So this is kind of where it started. So, another company bought my domain, CurtisBurkle.com. So he's like,
Wait, Curtis what?
my whole name, CurtisBurkle.com. They purchased,
Purkle?
yeah, like
Wait,
purple with a B. So,
Somebody purchased
right,
Burkle.
yeah.
One of his
so-
coworkers.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's pause. So somebody purchased something that is so fucking specific. Why? Have you done
So,
who is?
they
Have
built
you
up
have
a-
you contacted them?
yeah.
Like, why do you
It's-
have this?
Yeah, so they did this. So then Dave was like, Curtis, we need to see what you got. So he got me a gift, and I don't know if you can pull it up here.
Yeah, I can
Maybe you
actually.
pull it up here.
Let's do it. Okay, so
So he's like, you need your own page to get you going in the IT
Oh,
here in Vegas,
damn
and
it,
this
I
is a
keep
good
doing
place to
this.
start because I think he's gonna have a bunch of intelligent people here in Vegas. So on
Who
this
is
pod-
him?
Yeah.
Oh
You'd be
God!
surprised.
If he's gonna have intelligent people on this little podcast here, we're setting the bar pretty low from the beginning here.
So I don't know
Exhibit
what
A. Let's go here a little bit. He can barely fucking type. Look at him.
oh, it's just slow lag. No biggie. Nothing that Curtis couldn't fix. Okay, so here's the coolest part. So as he's talking about this,
Okay, how did they just take the Google Analytics logo though?
because
Okay.
they're a Google partner, they're pretty big.
I mean,
I've never heard of it.
Namecheap?
No.
I mean, but that's like literally the same logo. Like, there's no way Google will let them do that. But
No,
okay.
you can. So anyways,
Oh yeah. Okay, whatever.
so check this out.
Suck.
So I'm not gonna build a website and fucking like take it from him. This is actually your gift for coming on the show.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it, man. And,
I bought your URL, so you have to fucking buy it
Come
from
on,
me. Congratulations! As soon as you have $3,000, it's yours.
Wait.
Oh.
This is a gift. Yeah, this is a gift.
Hold on.
I'm no Indian.
Sign up mine, sign us off of me.
I am
I'm
not.
gonna sign up for that.
I'm not an Indian giver. That's on y'all.
Okay, here we go, brother.
The wise words of Mojito MonDave.
No.
No, but anyway, so I found out, I was like, dude, you know what? Yeah, if you're gonna branch out, because yeah, I think you should, because you have a very, very like unique thing. You're in sales, but you come from not sales.
Yeah, that's still a process that I'm transitioning to. Like, it was like 15 years of strictly IT, help, like sitting behind the computer, super introverted. I mean, before I wouldn't talk very much. Let's just be honest. So now I've like rolled into this role. I'm talking in front of 30, 50, 300 people at a time.
Oh fuck.
And dude, my first thing was at the Chamber of Commerce here in Vegas, bro. My first thing, marketing guy sets me up. Go up there. I'm just like, hi, my name is Curtis. I'm a social engineer. We do IT here in Vegas. And like our competitor, she was a part of this Chamber of Commerce also. So she's like, you're stepping on my toes before the meeting. She's giving me these eyeballs of fucking death as I'm up there talking on the podium. And I just wanted to like get out of there. I was not comfortable talking at all. And then our CEO, we rolled out a new line of products a couple of years ago in front of the whole company. Yeah, just go up there. We did a whole bunch of videos, like marketing videos, last minute film. And I'm just like stuttering the whole time talking, but everybody thought it was funny. So it kind of worked. It was only internal use only. But I've obviously grown up. I've talked to a bunch of cannabis companies, almost taking cannabis companies public. So it's been a like $100 million backing. It's been really beneficial to me to learn to talk, be on your show, get in front of this. And I think the more that I do this, the better I'm going to get. And I had a compliment today from somebody that said I've gone a lot better. So
No mint in that one if you need one.
yeah,
Dude, you know what helps? I actually took a communications class in
It
college.
makes my beard look so good, though. It really does.
you still look fat.
And there it goes. All right, let's put that smile back on. Whoop. Didn't work. You broke it.
Remember earlier how I was like, this is how it goes?
Again, not my wall.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you having me on, and thank you for the website. And I'm sure we'll do more of these as we start to expand.
Yeah.
Into this
Dude, I'm
space
excited to see what,
so.
like, as this is going to be, like, the craziest moving speed on shit. Because it either can go really good or really bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be just, what should happen?
If you keep me on the show, it'll keep going really bad.
But from the data I'm seeing, the numbers in California are going up. Vegas.
California
It's
should
really
be fine.
Fucking hard, bro. Really hit really hard. So thanks, David and David. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time.
All right, Curtis knows.
End the fucking show?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I gotta take a leak. You guys can keep going.
Doesn't mean you have to end the show. I'm just getting fucking
Cheers.
drunk.
Well, we got other people on the way. So here, cheers.
Okay.
No, are we?
Thanks, David.
Oh, this is
David,
over?
thank you.
Alright.
Well, I mean, we can keep going if you guys want. Like,
We could start the after hours one and have the girls come in here and drink with us.
Oh, God, girls. Oh.
Wait, give me the
Yeah,
thing
we
so I
know
can
you
stop
hate
the
those.
stream. All right, later,
How
guys.
do we know how much debt? Wait, we need to find out how much